Okay, so it's important to understand the amount of power play around the National Assembly. I think that is one thing that is very undertoned. And now, critical issues have come up. What safeguarding policies or practices are in place in the National Assembly? Before now, I think it was very disheartening to hear things like, it was very disheartening to hear things like, when you're a senator, you cannot be exposed to any kind of sexual harassment. This has brought up a different kind of dynamic to all of this. And with safeguarding, everybody is intended to be protected from all harm or possible damage. Everyone, including senators. Now, the essence of having safeguarding policies in place is it helps us to appreciate the power dynamics at play. It helps us to preempt possible instances in which anybody could need protection. In this case now, we have a serving senator alleging different things. And whether it's bullying or sexual harassment, which is part of the bullying, it is important to understand that sexual harassment happens in different ways. It could be verbal, it could be physical, it could be whatever. But if the inappropriateness of whatever action, she's bringing to the fore is something that is very important. Now, what are my concerns about all of this by and large? A lot of activities have gone on in the National Assembly unchecked over a period of time, and it seems to make it okay. Now, there's a whole lot of, there's a lot about the dressing of women to National Assembly. I have been at the National Assembly premises before, and somebody just walked up to me from behind and started pulling down on my dress. That is sexual harassment. So sexual harassment has been resident around the National Assembly for a long period of time. And now we have come to a place where, in actual sense, it's not those of us who visit the National Assembly that are complaining of the inappropriateness, towards us as females, because different things affect different people. Things affect women differently from the way they affect men. And so if you're sensitive to that, you would think through in your sexual harassment policies, in your safeguarding policies, whether it is a different gender that is reporting a complaint, or it is a subordinate that is reporting, or a visitor to the scene that is reporting, you think about how these things play out. So what are the options? The ethics committee that we're talking about, who appointed the ethics committee chair? Is there a chance that there's not going to be loyalty display? These are the critical issues. Should an independent organization or independent team of experts not be overhearing these issues at play? Is there possibility that nobody is going to want to present a petition for her so as not to be against the principal powers of the Senate? These are critical issues that that raise concern in this moment. Let's remember that the journey of Senator Natasha is one thing that a lot of young girls hold strongly to. The journey of Senator Natasha getting to the Senate. And so if these issues that are coming up, a lot of women who would come to the Senate, or who would ever be in any public place, or who are in offices, whatever the kind of office it is, have experienced some form of sexual harassment, some form of it. So if it gets to this point, it dampens the morale of the general Nigerian girl child, the young woman. What is there to aspire to get to a place where power is supposed to be resident and is supposed to give you power, if even with the power that you have, if there's an infringement, so to say, on you, everything is skewed against you simply because you're female, or you're expected to, tuck it in like the mamas before, had tucked it in. A lot of questions are coming up right now.